What was once the Polk County Courthouse now serves as the Polk County History Center and houses the Historical Museum and Library. The museum serves Polk's community through special events, volunteer opportunities, and educational programs. More details are coming up next on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Tina Mann, and joining me in the studio today is Jamie Jamison, the Curator of Education and Community Engagement.
Yes, having a good time at the History Center with our community.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So, I can't believe it. We're here to talk about holidays.
Yes, the most wonderful time of the year.
And it really is. It is my favorite time of the year at the History Center because all of the decorations you guys do and all of the wreaths, which we'll talk about later, just make it it's beautiful with all the, it just points out the architecture, makes everything just look even better.
Yes, and we like to think that it also brings home that idea that the old courthouse was the shining beacon of Polk County.
I love it. So what can we look forward to on Zoom and Vroom this month?
So we are doing kind of a combo Zoom and Vroom with our Festival of Wreaths program, and it will be airing at a special date and time. So normally we air it on Saturdays, but this month of November it will be on Friday, November 12th at 6 p.m. And it's going to be kind of a hodgepodge of just happy Christmas activity and moments. So we'll start off with a little bit about the Festival of Wreaths and showing off the beautiful wreaths that have been created for the History Center. Then we'll transition kind of into what are some of the different holiday programs at our heritage sites. So for example, the lighting of the menorah in Lakeland, or the Christmas parade, or the traditional Christmas lights down at Munn Park, and really kind of walk people through a way that they can celebrate the season at Polk's historic and heritage sites.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Yes. And I know that both Polk County and our surrounding communities put on some really great holiday events every year.
Yes.
And now that we're not over COVID, but we're getting a little bit closer to being able to tolerate it, I think it's going to be a lot of fun this year, and people are really going to want to get out there.
Yes, we're looking forward to the return of some of those honored programs and some new programs. You know, last year I believe was the first time that downtown Winter Haven had done a lights festival. So we're looking forward to that coming back too, because that's such a unique part of Winter Haven.
Well, we're going to take a pause on the holidays for just a minute because one important thing about November, it is actually Native American Heritage Month, and we don't want to gloss that over with the holidays. No. So why don't we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're really fortunate in Polk County is we have a great historical record of indigenous or First Floridian activity. We go back to pre-Columbian time with some of the Timucuan and the Calusa, but also after arrival of Columbus and the rise of the Seminole tribe, the importance of Talek Chapco at Fort Meade, Lake Hancock with Chief Openye, and then even in towards Lake Hamilton with Chief Chipko on Catfish Creek. So we're really going to try to highlight some of those unique Polk County stories that contribute to the overall fabric of our American heritage in the Native American and indigenous communities.
I love that you guys have really started to have a focus on some of these other nationalities. Your Hispanic Heritage Month was a huge success.
We had so much fun.
It was so much fun. The videos were absolutely beautiful. It's something that is timeless, that people can watch over and over again and not get tired of it. And I mean, Black History Month, and I mean, you guys have just been doing a great job putting these histories together. So
yeah, and it's the story of us. It's the story of what makes us Polk County, and we treasure it.
You guys do a great job, and I look forward to what you have coming up in the future.
We couldn't do it without PGTV.
No, definitely not. They do an amazing job.
Yes, they do.
So that's very important. But now let's go back to Christmas and Festival of Wreaths. You mentioned it earlier. Why don't you give us a little bit of an overview of the history of it and what that is?
So we're entering in our 11th season of the Festival of Wreaths, and it is a unique walk through the History Center, where as you come in and out of the galleries, you get to see these individual wreaths that are decorated by members of our community. We've had participation from the tax collector's office, from the property appraiser, PGTV, Publix, and a lot of our, what we call our affinity organizations. One of them that is new to us this year is the Lakeland Miniatures Guild.
How
and
fun.
their wreath is something special to see because, as their name implies, they've done a miniature model as part of their wreath, so
Oh
it's
my
absolutely fabulous.
gosh.
And the best thing is they're up and through December 16th, and you can go online and bid on some of these wreaths to decorate your home or office. And the funding goes back into programming for the History Center.
To do these wonderful programs that you guys offer.
Yes.
So I've heard that Jay Lenora is coming back this month in the end of November, the 27th at 10:30. Why don't you tell us about that?
She'll be joining us for Small Business Saturday. So when you are in downtown Bartow supporting our wonderful small businesses, pop on over at the History Center, and she's going to be exploring the songs of Christmas past. So what do our songs tell us about different periods in history and how people celebrated Christmas?
She does a wonderful job. This is actually part of a 4-part series. One was back in October, and we have 2 additional ones coming up
In the
as
new year.
well.
Yep.
So people definitely want to keep an eye out for that. You know, sign up for the newsletter, visit social media
Yes.
for Polk Government. It's all listed there. And you guys have some closings coming up.
We do. So in the month of November, we have the opportunity to celebrate our veterans on Thursday, November 11th. And so the History Center will be closed that day. But the good news is Friday the 12th, when you come back in, it's like Christmas.
Right.
And all the Christmas wreaths and the Christmas trees and everything will be up. So we'll be closed that Thursday. And then, of course, Thursday of Thanksgiving as well as Friday. But we'll be there bright-eyed and bushy-tailed on Saturday, the 27th, for Small Business Saturday.
Which is always excited. You guys get to rest on Black Friday. That's what I always do. I don't go shopping.
No, I
Maybe
don't
a little
shop
bit of
either.
online, but I take that day as a day to decorate my Christmas tree, to rest, do all those traditions. So, and of course, you guys will be closed for Christmas Eve and
Yes.
Christmas and New Year's as well. So I'm looking forward to it. I have 2 wreaths in the Festival of Wreaths myself, so I'm hoping
Yay.
that people will bid on them. And it would be really great. You guys offer amazing programming, so the more people are willing to donate, and they're amazing wreaths that
Yes,
are
they
great
are.
gifts for people. They're beautiful for your house, so people
I
should
bought
definitely.
one for my parents one year.
Well, my mom liked mine last year so much, and it was bought outright.
you had to make a second one?
She made me make another one. So my mom has an identical one to one I had actually made for the Festival of Wreaths.
Only when a mom requests it can you make it
Yes.
twice.
Only when a mom, that's absolutely right. So you guys do a great job, and I'm looking forward to all the holiday activities and seeing your Native American heritage videos.
Yes, me too. And make sure to check in on social media at Polk County
Government.
and see if anybody special stops by to visit the History Center, because I have an inclination that someone special will be coming by.
Oh, I heard that there may be a selfies for Santa event, so people are
Maybe.
going to have to keep an eye out.
Keep an ear out for those sleigh bells too.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Polk County has a rich history and heritage, and the Polk County History Center is continuously thinking of new ways to help residents experience that history. The museum's collection includes natural and cultural objects related to Polk and the greater Central Florida area that represent our history from pre-Columbian to present-day eras. The artifacts on display at the museum represent individuals, cultural groups, and events significant to the region. Located at 100 East Main Street in Bartow, the History Center is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. For more information about exhibits and events, you can check them out on the web at polkhistorycenter.org or give them a call at 863-534-4386.